Hey, it's Nyesu. For this week's episode, I invited Nyo Htun, who is a member of the General Strike Coordination Body, GSCB, and he is also one of the members of the Student Union. So, Nyo Htun, welcome to DVB Vox Pop.
Yes, thanks for having me, Nyesu.
Can you briefly introduce yourself?
I am Nyo Htun. Before the coup, I was a member of the Student Union, but after the coup, I started participating in the anti-coup movement. I was arrested in April 2021, and the military sentenced me to 3 years in prison with 505A. After I was released from this prison in May 2023, I started working with GSCB in their boycotting team. And I also joined with other strike committee in Yangon and organized a peaceful flash mob.
So, how do you become an activist? Is there any motive for you?
There are so many motives for me to become an activist. I have always had a strong desire to do something for Burmese people who don't understand human rights or democracy. Because of that, I pushed myself to get involved in these political issues.
Since you're one of the members of GSCB, what have you been working on recently?
After I joined the GSCB, they started operations to defend the military by collaborating with other resistance groups. Defending the military is a strategy to block the cash flow to the military and deliver the cash flow to the resistance force. Since I was already involved in boycotting the military's business and products before I was arrested, so I participated in this GSCB operation. Our first step was to boycott each products of the military. This boycott campaign was very effective across Myanmar, and it included flash mobs, persuading the public, and sticker campaigns, online campaigns, and seizure and destruction of the military's products in liberated areas. Due to this operation, the military forced the shop owners to sell their products by finding their guns. Now we are planning to boycott other 9 more military products as our circumstance. We are going to block the cash flow to the military step by step, and also I am supporting the political prisoners mainly as much as I can, since I was a political prisoner.
In order to get public awareness and make campaigns on boycotting the military products, what is your challenges so far?
It is very more difficult for us to carry out strike movement or flash mob protests, especially in cities and areas controlled by the military. They oppress the public with fear, and on the other hand, activists and pro-democracy supporters are being shot and suppressed. Also, when we do the flash mob protest, the military ran through to us with their cars, beating and arresting. And as you may know, they sentenced political prisoners to lifetime prisons. And in Yangon, there are military informants wearing like us, like normal civilians. Soldiers and police also patrolling everywhere. And in these situations, to organize strike movements is life-threatening for us. But we won't give in. We will continue fighting until the military dictatorship ends.
You are collaborating with other general strike committees, and like you said, the military targeted and arrested the activists and protesters more and more in Yangon. So what kind of challenges the flash mob protests are facing on ground?
We have so many challenges and difficulties to organize a strike movement, especially CCTVs. The military installed a lot of CCTVs these days, and people also installed them for their security. These CCTVs are recording the environment near their shop or houses. So the military got images or guidelines in place of our strike committees through their CCTVs. From there, they proceed to arrest or issue rent. Since these CCTVs are in various places in Yangon, and it is the main difficult in flash mob activities.
That's really bad. Now that the revolution is almost 3 years, could you please explain how difficult the situation is for on-ground activists who are still working on the revolutionary stuff in Yangon?
Since the coup, we face a lot of difficulties, including life-threatening ones. But these days in Yangon, there are so many military informants and CIDs in every crowded place. Because of them, it's also hard to operate the strikes. And also at night, the military and what administration usually check the overnight guest list. After the coup, the military entered the census law that violates our freedom, security, and human rights. According to this law, soldiers and police can search people's homes and bodies whenever and however they want. Every night, they search and check people's homes, and sometimes they get arrested. So the people have to live with a sense of insecurity day and night. Now, some landlords don't even want to rent their houses to young people because they think these young people are related to revolutionary wars, and they are also afraid of their houses getting detained by the military. I have seen that some landlords refuse to rent their room to someone who has recently been released from prison.
You said you were arrested and spent 2 years in prison. So why do the military soldiers arrest you?
When the coup happened in Yangon, we started the peaceful protest, striking campaign papers on bus stores, and did a lot of things related to the revolution. And I also supported members of civil disobedience movements and CDM. Because of these peaceful protests and campaigns, my friend and I were getting arrested by the military on April. I was sentenced to 3 years, and my friend was sentenced to 6 years. We are just expressing our rights to in this revolution, but the military tortured and abused inhumanly at the interrogation center and police stations.
Can you tell me how bad the situation is in the insane prison?
After the military torture us, interrogation center, they prosecuted us. After that, we were sent directly to insane prisons. We couldn't get permission to see our family members and hire lawyers for 20 days since we were arrested. After a week, we were able to hire a lawyer for the second and hearing in court. But it has been almost a month since our arrest. During a year of my time in prison, the wardens didn't allow us to see our families. We had a chance to see our families at the court on the day of verdict after a year in prison. On the day of the verdict, the regime just sentenced me to 3 years in prison by ignoring my lawyer's objections and appeal. I faced a really hard time during my time in prisons. The prison guards treated the prisoner with awful manners. They hit the prisoners with buttons as they please. They put the prisoner in solitary confinement as they please, and they put lead caps on them for a man. And the prison guards even beat some political prisoner to death. For example, there is a political prisoner called Kuyako, who was in the same cell with Daw San Suu Kyi's economic advisors, Mr. Sean Daniel. Uh, he died due to the torture by prison guards. There is no prisoner rights in this prison. And the prisoners are forced to work hard labor, carry feeders, and can take a shower. And there is not enough healthcare in prison due to that over 10,000 prisoners and the wardens trying to cover this from the public. Since there is no medical care and oxygen tanks in the prison, more than 10 prisoners, including analyst executive Uhanda Min died. One of them died in my hands, and he didn't get any treatment at all.
I mean, like, that's really bad. I mean, and also what a journey for you. So my next question is like, how does your family react to your participations in this revolution?
My family knows what I have been doing during this revolution. Of course, they don't want me to do these revolutionary wars. The military can detain everything we own, and my family worries that they can kill me. But what I have been doing is not for my own benefits. They also understand what I've been doing is for them and for all people in our country. That's why they couldn't stop me actually.
And also, what do you expect from this revolution? And what do you think of Myanmar's future?
And truly believe that this revolution will definitely win. As I believe, I will continue to walk this path consistently. I hope one day our country will have equal rights, the right to self-determination and wish full democracy and human rights. That's my goal, and it must become.
Well, I will root for you too. And also, anything do you want to add?
I would like to send a message to everyone in the world. We are fighting for our freedom and dignity. If injustice remains somewhere on the earth, that injustice will knock on everyone's door at any time. That's all I wanted to say.
Thank you for your story and thanks for sharing to our DVB Blogspot podcast.
Yes, thank you very much. Democracy